Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for another Memory Planning Monday video. Today I am in my Heidi Swap Storyline Chapters planner inserts, memory keeping inserts, and I'm going to be doing a half-week process video. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hey planner friends, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. It's Memory Planning Monday, and I am so pumped to be back in my beautiful memory planner. So last week I shared the process video or the pre-planning video, sorry, for the 29th, 30th, and the 1st of May. And this is the full week all together. I think it turned out really cute, and I used mostly sun chaser items. So for this week, I have May. It will be the 2nd through the 8th, and this is Mother's Day weekend. And I have a ton of photos, so I already went through and printed them out, and I separated the photos that are gonna go in the second half of the week. And I have so many for the second half, which is just 3 days, because of Mother's Day. So it's time for me to utilize this super cute mini booklet. I chose the cloud pattern. This is probably my favorite one. As much as I want to hoard it, I'm forcing myself to use it. So I think there are 8 pages front to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7, 8. And then of course you could use the inside covers as well. So I plan to make a mini booklet for Mother's Day with this. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do inside of it. I just know that I need to use it because I have so much content to record for this part of the week. And then I store them in this little subscription kit envelope. So for the first half of the week, which is the first full week of May, I am going to be using these photos. So I have the announcement of my designer Chameleon brand ambassador. I just printed that photo out, and then a picture of my process video. And there's actually nothing on Tuesday, but there's a lot for me to journal about. So I'm going to probably house the journaling in this vellum tag. And I chose this one because, and this is from the Sun Chaser kit, because the pattern matches the little mini booklet that's going to go on this side. So I think I might do that here and somehow maybe have this, I don't know, pull out from behind it, something like that. And then Wednesday I lost power, so it really messed up my day as far as like filming and editing and all of that. But at the end of the day, after I picked up Nora from school, we played Barbies in her room for a while, and this is her sliding upside down her slide from her bunk bed, so I thought that was really funny. And then Jeeves, our cat, who's clearly very interested in the little Barbie items that are in her organizer, so somehow I need to figure out how to house these photos. And I think it seems like I have a lot of pinks and blues, so like between this half of the week and this half of the week, and greens actually. But yeah, I'm gonna be challenged with a way to figure out which photos to feature and not feature. I'm not gonna worry about that for now. And then on Cinco de Mayo, I was able to meet up with my good friend Julie again for lunch to have our, you know, sort of bi-monthly, it's turning out to be, lunch date. So I've got to figure out how to put those in here. So what I'm thinking is using a whole bunch of elements, including some of these new pocket folders that came in the June Stop the Blur kit. I think these are really fun. I ordered 2 sets, another set of these because I love them so much. And then from the May kit, I think I'm going to bring in these die cut flags because I think it really goes well for like the Cinco de Mayo theme. Again, not sure how all of this is going to incorporate. The colors I pulled for inks are Speckled Egg, Salvage Patina, and Peacock Feathers. And then I have Saltwater Taffy, Worn Lipstick, and Picked Raspberry. Again, that's not like the end-all be-all for colors, obviously. It looks like I will be pulling in some greens because of the right half of the week. So I probably need, let me see. maybe some cracked pistachio. I can take a peek, I guess, and see what the photos look like. There's a lot of green and like this photo of Nora in her pink sweatshirt out in the green grass. So again, you know, these colors are going to work well. I might do maybe pine needles and cracked pistachio. I guess we'll have to see once I'm actually filming which one I feel the most drawn to, because I think I have almost all the colors of green except for evergreen bow, evergreen bow, bow. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do for inks. I'm gonna use all the things from all the kits. I've got some of these from the June kit, hoping to be able to incorporate those. Really want to use these fun little tabs that came with these stickers to embellish. As usual, I will probably pull out all of the stamps from Stamp Society. I've got quite the collection over here growing. So I'll be using these, and who knows what else will make its way onto these pages, but let's get started, and I will speed up the camera, put on some music, and do my typical voiceover. I hope you enjoy this process video, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Let's go, let's go. So I'm stamping with my Petty Swap stamps, of course, and this time I'm stamping in the numbers. I usually use little stickers, but I felt like adding ink to the page, and I knew that this wasn't going to be a heavy on the inking and stamping because there's just so many photos this week. So that was my way of kind of getting a teeny bit of stamp therapy in there. And then I'm pulling out my printables and using those to fill in different spots. And these printables are from the June Stop the Blur class, which you can subscribe to. It's $10 a month, and it comes with a printable, which you can obviously make as many copies as you want. I do it usually on some heavy cardstock paper, some like label paper, and then clear label paper. I've tried to do it on vellum. It doesn't work out very well, and honestly, I don't love then having to figure out how to attach the vellum to something, even though, I mean, I could, but anyhow. I prefer it on the clear sticker paper. So I figured out how I wanted to lay out Monday, and then I decided I wanted to hide this photo of my previous memory planner half-week spread, and I wanted to hide underneath the vellum tag pocket, and I wanted to use this technique I watched Heidi do in the Stop the Blur class this month, where she created these little sort of sliders for like tracks for the underneath. I think the technique is called layering under. It did not work well for me. I don't know. I'll have to try to like do it again, maybe on the other side of the page, and see if I can and get better at it. But sometimes you try things and it just doesn't come out the way you want it. Like for instance right now, where I'm making this tag, and I decide the tag is too wide and I don't actually like the shape it creates, because I want to have this today piece stuck at the top, and I don't like the, I don't know how to explain it, the way it looks, I guess. I don't like the perpendicular tag, or the vertical word with the perpendicular tag, if that makes sense. I just didn't like it, so I ended up trimming off the tag part and just making it a rectangle like shape. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if any of that made sense. But then I cut out the things that didn't go as planned sticker from the clear sticker paper, because the color is less red and more of that picked raspberry shade. And then I'm just trying to figure out how I want to make the photos go across Wednesday and then Thursday. You don't have to put the photos on the days of the week that they coordinate with, but because I have so many this week, I chose to do that. And I think in general, I do try to stick with that. in my brain, it just makes sense for me. So I wanted to figure out which photos I wanted to be showing, and then which one. I knew I wanted to hide the one of Jeeves because it's like this big black blob in the middle of the page. So I did that little hinged flip out that we learned in one of the Stop the Blur classes. And then I traded out saltwater taffy for spun sugar, and I like it a lot better. I feel like it's more pink and less coral. And then I had my stamp therapy stash, so I used the sticker paper because if you can see on the top, I sort of ripped the sticker paper that I would have stamped on, plus it's easier to stamp on a flat surface. So that's just a little trick I learned from Auntie Heidi, and I love how this turned out so much. And then I got a little overzealous and I was like, ooh, let me add some of these little dots to the top of the page because there's a random white space there. And of course I stamped it crooked, so I had to put a little white out, stamp it on some sticker paper and cover it up, which is no big deal. And then I'm just gonna finish up my stamp therapy stash here. And I'm looking for like one little tiny embellishment to go in that bottom corner, and I picked that little heart icon. So stinking cute. And then I used the number 4 for May 4th to put a little tab at the top of the flippable and journal right on the paper with the Enjoy the Moment sticker. I really like that sticker and the color. I think it needed some blue on that part of the page, so I thought that was like perfect. And this is some chiffon ribbon I got at Hobby Lobby, and I didn't know how it was gonna look. Obviously, I just purchased it thinking, oh, those are pretty colors, and it's a little bit thicker because the ribbon is so wide than I liked. So I ended up tying it and then cutting the ribbon in half, like the tassel pieces that are hanging out, so that it looks, I don't know, a little less chunky, I guess, if that makes sense. And then I'm just playing around trying to figure out where I'm gonna put the pocket here, and then if I want all those photos showing. I think they kind of clash with the photos above it, so I decided I needed to hide that picture of Julie and I. So I just throw all the kids in the pool, and by the pool I mean the pocket. All the pictures in the pocket. There they go, yay. And I want to use this happening tag from last month's Stop the Blur kit, and then I added these pennants on the left-hand side. I kind of liked it because I felt like, since I have that sticker up there, this is Things Didn't Go As Planned, having the pennant come all the way out to the left border of the page made sense. And so I did my journaling and then adhered it to the page and stamped Cinco de Mayo on the outside of that pocket folder. I love that pocket folder. Just the little curve adds so much, I think, interest. And then I'm looking for ways to embellish just here and there a couple more things. And so you'll see me take some time and go through my stickers and some of my staples, like my puffy stickers that I purchased because of Jenny Garcian, and just watching her use them and just love how they look as a teeny tiny embellishment on photos. And that's pretty much it. Also, I am obsessed, like fully 1000% obsessed with this alpha stamp set, and I really need to get the 4x6 size. That's the 6x8. It does come in a smaller size. I am just loving the lettering. I just like how you can choose the different sizes of the alphas, and I tend to letter like that myself in my own planner sometimes. So I just was like, could not wait to use that stamp set, and I think it turned out super cute. See, here I am going through all those puffy stickers and trying to figure out what to put on where. But they're so cute, like the avocado on Cinco de Mayo. Yes. Hey everyone, so I'm done with the 2nd through the 5th. It's, you know, it didn't turn out quite the way I thought it might. I think I need, I don't know, maybe it'll look more cohesive once I have the right side of the page, but I will show you my crafter math because I didn't really clean up this time, so you guys get to see the whole shebang. There's my seltzer, gotta have my seltzer. There's stamps everywhere, there's ink everywhere, there's stickers. Oh my goodness. It's a mess. There's my water. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I love this little jar. I bought it at like Home Goods, and it had cotton balls in it. It's Ray Dunn, who I love, and I thought it'd be perfect to hold the colored pencils from Heidi Swap in. And then it matches my little pencil pouch. I think it was supposed to be a makeup pouch, but you know. Okay, sorry about that. So, I'm gonna clean and talk as usual. I have been using this kit a lot. This one and this one a lot. This one is from the April Stamp Society, and this one's from May. And then I did use the June Stamp Society kit for my little stamp therapy on the back of this sticker. So I'll get to that in a second. Well, I ended up figuring out that the saltwater taffy was way too coral for the palette that I wanted, so I was able to pull spun sugar, and I thought that that worked really well. So on the first day, you saw in the video that I used a lot of printables. I was going to embellish this tag more, but I kind of want it to stand on its own, so I ended up not doing that. I just used a little bit of chiffon ribbon, which I have in this container that sits on my IKEA pegboard. And it's a little bit thicker than I would typically like, but so far, you know, I've got like a whole month in here already, and I've done a better job in this insert than the last 3 months of keeping it a little bit more thin. So I'm hoping, you know, this isn't going to impact the like width and the chunkiness too much. So I just did some journaling on the back of here about our week, which the first part of this week was a bit rough. So I'm not going to read the journaling, but this one just says, what a couple of days and a crappy start to May. Nora has a cold and slept in our bed, which means I didn't sleep. And then on a day where I needed to do tons of filming and editing, we lost power. The upside, I got reading done between Tuesday and Wednesday, silver linings. So that's why I put this things didn't go as planned sticker. And I embellished this photo because it looked a little bit too white up here with some of the word fetty from this sticker pack. And I almost brought in some of these puffies, but I ended up not using them. And then there's the little hinged flippable of Nora, and then the cat. And I love how this turned out with the stamp therapy. I just used picked raspberry, spun sugar, and worn lipstick, and used the June Stamp Society kit and a couple of other stamp kits. And I love it. I think it's so cute. And then I just wrote Barbies with Nora and Jeeves. Actually, I should have underlined that probably, just because it looks sort of random. And I like the way underlined journaling looks. I don't know why that is. I just do. I didn't do it up here because I knew I was going to have a chunk of journaling here. So I just wanted to break up that sort of like look. So you have some here, some here, some here. And this says, I was so ready for Cinco de Mayo. My bi-monthly lunch date complete with a huge yummy margarita. Julie's company is the best. So much love. And I stamped Cinco de Mayo, and I tucked this little flippable card. It just says thankful for today. And there's Julie and I. And then on the back, I have the little puffy sticker, the llama and the taco. And it just says, today we are celebrating, supporting our local authentic Mexican restaurant. The food and margs were bomb. So I actually think I'm going to put this guy here, right in the middle. It's so stinking cute. Okay. So, and then, oh, I forgot about this. So I struggled a bit with this, and I talked about it in the process video, but in the end, it's fine. It's meh. I really just wanted to use this tag, and you know, it's not my favorite interactive element. I tried to do the tracks like Heidi taught in the June Stamp Society or Stop the Blur class, and it just didn't work for me. I don't know if I didn't adhere the tracks behind this well enough. I don't know if it was because, yeah, I don't know. But essentially this is just the picture of my Stop the Blur process and photo and memory keeping, and I just wanted to hide it because the color, I didn't want yellow. I wanted this to be mostly pink and blue and green. I did add in a little bit of the green banner down here, and then I was debating putting some up here, but I think I'm gonna save these 2 pieces for this side of the page. So next week you will see the video will be the pre-planning process for this side of the page. So if you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments. I'll link the subscription kits and, you know, like Heidi's actual shop. I don't like individual products because it just would take me way too long, but I'm always happy to answer specific questions about products if you have them. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on my content. And I'll see you in the next one. Remember, friends, you are enough. Take care. Bye-bye.